Welcome back everybody to my coverage of F1 2018 testing, and what a day once again. Day 3, more drama, and I think this was the most eventful day of them all. Oh my god, what am I kidding? That is not the case at all. I think this is the least amount of running we've ever seen on a day of F1 testing, with only 17 laps. That's it. 17 laps were completed throughout the whole day. Okay, so as you can see in the pictures, you can see why there was only 17 laps completed. I said yesterday that it was forecast for this big snowstorm, and it arrived, and it's caused utter chaos throughout the world of Formula 1 testing. So then, what happened? Well, obviously the session was planned to take place this morning, but a 3-hour delay occurred due to the medical helicopter not being able to take off from the track. So this happened last year in China at the actual race weekend, where they couldn't do practice because the medical helicopter couldn't take off because of the treacherous conditions, meaning if someone was to get badly injured, they wouldn't be able to take them to hospital, so the session was cancelled. Okay, so what they did here today was wait until it was safe for the medical helicopter to take off, and then they would finally green flag it, which is what eventually happened. But as the F1 website officially says, there wasn't exactly a stampede out of the pit lane, and I think that really sums up the day perfectly. It would only be 5 drivers who would end up going out: Fernando Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo, Brendan Hartley, Marcus Erickson and Robert Kubica. The 2 at the end, Erickson and Kubica, only completing 1 lap before coming back in. Hartley and Ricciardo completed 2 laps, but none of those drivers completed a lap, which meant at the top of testing on day 3, with a time of 2 minutes 18 and 11 laps completed, was Fernando Alonso. Okay, so after 2 dodgy days of McLaren testing, we finally got them at the top of the testing times, which I'm sure we've not seen that for a very, very long time. But I'm not going to take it away from them. McLaren are top of testing day 3, and to be fair to Alonso, 11 laps, it's not too bad in the conditions, so I'm sure this won't help them too much in the long run, but I'm sure, again, it's a little confidence boost for McLaren. It's a tiny little confidence boost, and they'll be buzzing to see themselves at the top of the timesheets. It's just like the Q1 in Silverstone last season. Fernando was P1 at the end of Q1, and that did cause a lot of happy faces and happy cheers all around the circuit. So, like I say, I think it's hard today. It really is. Mercedes, Ferrari, Force India, Renault, Haas, they didn't even try. They did not risk their cars hoping for an improvement today in the weather or just an improvement in time. And there's only 5 days of track running now until the season begins in Australia. And you've got to pray, or the teams have to pray, that this weather clears pretty quick. Okay, so we've got tomorrow is the final day this week, and then we got a mini 3-day break, sort of a long weekend if you will, and then we begin testing for next week, and then it's over. Then the season's nearly here. We're so close now. Tomorrow we're in March. I mean, time goes by so quickly, and for these teams, a day like today has been a waste, even for McLaren, but at least they get to test a little bit the tyres in the wet weather conditions. Obviously, the fastest time today was set on the full wet tyres from Fernando Alonso, but Ricciardo, with his only 2 laps he did, he went through the gravel. Brendan Hartley, Erickson and Kubica only stayed out for 1 lap on the wets and then came in. So I've got to reiterate it again, guys, there's not a lot to say today. You can see by all these images, there was no point in running today. A wasted day of testing. So hopefully we get back on the grid tomorrow for another eventful day of testing. But guys, if you haven't checked out my video from earlier, it's quite a long one, but I ran down all my favourite liveries for this season. So if you want to go check that out, that is now up on the channel. I think that's all I've got to say today, guys. Not very eventful. We'll move on, shall we? So as always, guys, if you've enjoyed, like, subscribe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.